There is a number that changes everything, and it is not $1 million. It is not $500,000. It is not financial independence. The number is $3,000 per month in passive income. And the reason it changes everything has nothing to do with being rich. It has to do with fear. Specifically, the fear that keeps most people trapped in jobs they do not want. Today, we are going to talk about the survival threshold, the exact passive income number that ends career fear permanently. Before we talk about the solution, we need to understand exactly what career fear actually is. Career fear is not the fear of losing your job. Most people can find another job. Career fear is the fear of losing your income, specifically the only income keeping your life running. When your job is your only source of income, your employer holds complete power over your life. They can cut your pay. They can change your role. They can make your work environment unbearable. And you stay, not because you want to, but because you cannot afford not to. This is the trap, and it is not built from bars. It is built from bills. Every monthly expense you have is a bar on the cage that keeps you dependent on your employer. The higher your monthly expenses, the stronger the cage, the more trapped you are. But here's what most people miss. You do not need to be financially independent to escape career fear. You just need enough passive income to cover your survival expenses, the absolute minimum your life costs each month. Not your current lifestyle, not your current spending, just what does it cost to keep the lights on and food on the table. For most young professionals in most cities, that number falls between $2,000 and $4,000 per month. $3,000 per month is the midpoint, the survival threshold. The moment your passive income reaches $3,000 per month, your employer loses their power over you. Because the worst thing they can do, fire you, no longer destroys your life. Your survival is no longer dependent on their approval. That changes everything about how you show up. Let's talk about what actually changes psychologically when you hit the survival threshold. Before the threshold, every workplace conflict carries existential weight. A difficult manager feels like a threat to your entire financial security. A bad performance review feels like your mortgage and your groceries are at risk. Being passed over for a promotion feels like your entire future is controlled by someone else. After the threshold, these things are just professional inconveniences, nothing more. The manager is still difficult, the review is still bad, but your survival is not on the line. You start negotiating differently. You start speaking up differently. You start showing up differently, because the worst possible outcome is no longer catastrophic, it's just inconvenient. This is what people mean when they say money buys freedom, not luxury. Freedom from fear. Now, let's be precise about what passive income actually means, because most people misunderstand it. Passive income is income that requires zero effort. That doesn't exist. Passive income is income that requires significantly less ongoing effort than active income and continues while you sleep. The key word is ongoing. You may work hard to build it up front, but once built, it runs. There are 5 main categories of passive income that can realistically reach the $3,000 threshold. Category 1, dividend investing, owning shares of companies that pay you a portion of their profits regularly. To generate $3,000 per month from dividends at an average yield of 4%, you need a portfolio of approximately $900,000. The path to that portfolio starts now, and every dollar invested compounds toward it. Category 2, rental income, owning property that tenants pay you to live in or work in. A single well-chosen rental property in many markets generates $1,000 to $2,000 per month in net income after expenses. 2 well-managed properties can reach or exceed the survival threshold on their own. Category 3, digital products, creating something once, a course, a guide, a template, and selling it repeatedly. The upfront work is significant, but a successful digital product can generate income for years with minimal ongoing effort. Category 4, content monetization, YouTube channels, newsletters, podcasts, and blogs that generate advertising or sponsorship income. This requires the longest build time of any category, but once built, a successful content platform generates income indefinitely. Category 5, peer lending and alternative investments, higher yield options that include REITs, bonds, and other income-generating assets. REITs, real estate investment trusts, give you rental income exposure without owning physical property. Now let's build a realistic roadmap to $3,000 per month passive income. Most people who reach the survival threshold don't do it with a single income stream. They build multiple smaller streams. Example combination 1, $500 from dividends, $1,000 from a rental property, $1,500 from a digital product. Example combination 2, $1,000 from dividends, $1,500 from rental income, $500 from content. Example combination 3, $2,000 from dividend investments, $1,000 from a REIT portfolio. The point is flexibility. There is no single path. There is only the target, $3,000 per month. Now, let's talk about realistic timelines, because this is where most people set unrealistic expectations. Building to $3,000 per month passive income typically takes 5 to 10 years of consistent, focused effort. That sounds long, but consider what you get in return. You get freedom from fear for the remaining 30 to 40 years of your working life. 5 to 10 years of building, 3 to 4 decades of leverage. That's the trade. Years 1 to 2 focus entirely on eliminating high-interest debt and building a savings rate above 25%. Years 2 to 4 begin building your first passive income stream, dividend investing, or your first rental property. Years 4 to 6 add a second income stream, reinvest all passive income back into growth. Years 6 to 10, the compounding effect accelerates dramatically, multiple streams working simultaneously. Somewhere in this window, your passive income crosses $3,000 per month, and everything changes. Let's talk specifically about what changes in your professional life once you hit the survival threshold. You can say no to projects that compromise your values without financial panic. You can negotiate your salary from a genuine position of strength, not desperation. You can take calculated career risks, a new role, a startup, a freelance period, without betting your survival on it. You can walk away from a toxic environment immediately rather than enduring it for months while job hunting. You can pursue work you actually find meaningful because you're no longer choosing work purely based on income. Now let's calculate exactly how far $3,000 per month is from where you are today. If you invest $500 per month at 8% annual return, you reach the dividend threshold in approximately 25 years. If you invest $1,000 per month at 8%, you reach it in approximately 18 years. If you invest $2,000 per month at 8%, you reach it in approximately 13 years. But remember, you don't need to reach $3,000 from dividends alone. Multiple streams get you there faster. Adding even $500 per month from a side income stream invested accelerates the timeline by 3 to 5 years. Here's the most important reframe in this entire video. Most people think about passive income as something you build after you become successful. Build your career first, get successful, then worry about passive income. This is exactly backwards. Passive income is what makes your career successful. The person who negotiates with confidence does not have more talent. They have less to lose. The person who takes bold career risks is not braver. They have a financial cushion underneath them. The survival threshold is not the destination. It's the foundation that makes the destination possible. Here's what I want you to take away from this video. $3,000 per month in passive income is not a luxury goal. It's a freedom goal. It's the number that transforms your relationship with work, with your employer, with risk, with your future. You don't need to be wealthy to get there. You need to be consistent. Start one stream, build it deliberately, add another, let time and compounding do the rest. because the day your passive income covers your survival is the day fear stops running your career. If this gave you one idea worth acting on, subscribe. Every week, we break down the numbers, systems, and frameworks that build real wealth. See you in the next one.